Summer's almost over, so it's time to talk about the real estate market in Rapid City. Hey everybody, it's Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty, a realtor right here in Rapid City, South Dakota, the gateway to the Black Hills. Now it's been a couple months I've done this, so we're going to go talk about May, June, and July real estate market in the Rapid City area. Let's see what's going on, what's different, what's changed, and what I'm going to say over and over again. First of all, I'm happy to report that things are getting back to normal. So those couple years from 2020 to 2022, they were abnormal. We had massive price increases that just weren't normal for the area. Now we're getting back to what's normal, which is just a single digit price increases year over year. The average sold price of residential properties in the Black Hills MLS from May 2022 to May 2023 increased 2%. That number was 3% from June 2022 to June 2023, and back down to 2% in July of 2022 to 2023. So we're not looking at 10, 15 double-digit numbers that we were a couple years ago. The activities also started to get back to normal, where we usually have a busy spring, and then as summer hits, we had a slowdown period when people were out enjoying the summer. And that's kind of what we've seen here in this summer of 2023. Of course, the interest rates haven't helped any, but that didn't stop a pretty busy spring market and then a slowdown during these few summer months. And that's kind of obvious through the month-to-month average home sale prices for the past few months. In the pre-owned single-family division, we've got an average sale price in May of $361,857. That went up in June to $376,000. And then back down a little bit in July to $374,500. Now that's a 3.5% increase from May to July, but it went down from June to July a little bit. Also interesting to look at the condo townhome division. The average sale price in May was $334,678. That went up to $341,000 about, and then went back down to $329,485, which is 1.5% lower than May was back in a couple months ago. So while I've been seeing a bunch more emails regarding price reductions, and we're seeing more and more homes getting sold with a few concessions and things happening like this, homes are still getting sold. We're still seeing a few homes sold within days if they're priced right and in the right areas. And the average days of market has been about 25 the past month. And we aren't seeing a huge influx of inventory. Yesterday I looked and there are 372 homes available for sale in the Black Hills MLS. That's about half of where it was back before 2019. Buyers, you want to make sure that you jump on those properties that you like relatively quickly still. We're not seeing as many multiple offers, we're not seeing as many bidding wars. But if that home is right for you, make sure you jump on it, because you never know what might happen. We're working on one deal where the buyer put an offer on a property, and of course, the next day, another offer came in. So you never know when another offer might jump in and suddenly you're in a bidding war. But then I also had clients that came into town. We looked at one property on Sunday, a bunch of other properties on Monday and Tuesday. We probably looked at like 10 or 12, which was amazing to have that many homes to look at. But that really just asserted the fact that they really liked the property they looked at on Sunday. And so we finally did put an offer and get that offer accepted on Wednesday on this property that we looked at a few days ago. A couple years ago, that home would have been gone. And we're still in a seller's market. So how we determine a buyer's market or a seller's market is by looking at the last 6 months of sales. In this case, there have been 891 homes sold in the past 6 months in the Black Hills MLS. That works out to be 148 homes sold a month. So if things were to continue as they are and no new inventory jumped on the market, 372 divided by 148 homes means that we'd sell out of inventory in about 2.5 months. That puts us firmly into the seller's market category, meaning they have more control because there's fewer homes on the market. As we get marketed at 6 months of supply, that gets more to a balanced market, and anything above 6 ends up being a buyer's market. We don't have nearly enough homes in the market to be in that buyer's market anytime soon. However, sellers, there are fewer buyers out there. The interest rates being 7% plus and not looking like they're going to come down anytime soon is providing a little bit less competition. So you might need to provide some incentives to help your buyers buy your property. I mean, right now, a $300,000 home, it's about a $2,200 to $2,500 home payment, including insurance and taxes, depending on those numbers. That's a bit ridiculous compared to what it used to be. Now, I've heard that since next year's election year, those interest rates are going to come down. Of course, they've been saying that for a while, so who knows? But if that does happen, what's going to happen is all the pent-up demand that's happening right now from buyers that want to buy a property but can't because it's simply unaffordable. So if those interest rates do come back down closer to 5%, we're going to see a flood of buyers come back to the market looking to buy properties. And when we see the buyers start to come back to the market with inventory not being any greater, those prices are going to go back up. So if you're in that spot where affordability and the present interest rates isn't quite where you want to be, talk to your lender about some buy down programs, about some of their incentives that they've got going on. Let's have a conversation amongst ourselves about how we can help you in your present situation. And as you're listening to me talk, please don't just go buy something, because it sounds like I'm saying just buy whatever and deal with it later. If you can't afford it, if you're going to be house poor, it's not worth it. Make sure that you are comfortable with whatever payment you can secure. Historically, the Rapid City real estate market remains stable. If you buy a property right, in a number of years, probably won't have a problem getting that thing sold, provided that you maintain it and take care of it and do the things that you need to do. So there we go, another market report where I pretty much said a lot of the things what I've said before. But I hope it gives you the information you need to move forward, whether you're thinking about buying a property or thinking about putting your home on the market, maybe even this spring you're thinking about putting a home on the market. Let me know, let's have a conversation about your plans and how we can help you the best. Thanks everyone for watching, have an amazing day, and remember, love where you live.